Hello and welcome. My name is Ian and this is Blue Club Sports, coming at you with a post-game video of Chelsea 2, Club America 1. So my thoughts on the game, I need to preface it by saying this is a preseason friendly. So I'm not going to look into this game too much. I'm just happy they did not lose. Because like I said in the pregame video, there's a lot of America fans where I live, so I wouldn't have heard the end of it. They would have bantered me every day for the next few months, to be honest with you. So let's look at the starting 11 for Chelsea. Kepa starting in the goal, nothing big there. He needs to get some game time. Perhaps Tuchel's playing him to see if to showcase the player to get him sold. That could definitely be it. Trevoh Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and Malang Sarr, your back three. And then Kennedy playing right wing back, which I will give him. He did not play well in my opinion. I can definitely see why he's on the fringe of the squad, to be honest. Well, to say the least, I think he's probably going to get loaned out again, like he always does. Conor Gallagher and Ross Barkley. So Conor Gallagher, a lot's been made about him because he had a great season at Crystal Palace last year. They want him to get integrated into the squad here at Chelsea. And I can see him being a good player for the squad. I don't see him as a starter week in and week out. You got too much skill ahead of him in those positions like a Mason Mount, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic. Those are four players right there that need to just fill two positions. And Conor Gallagher, I wouldn't put him ahead of any of those four players. But I think he was done a disservice by Tuchel getting him paired up with Ross Barkley. Because honestly, Barkley's not great, to be honest. But Conor Gallagher definitely had a rough game. Getting a yellow card very early within the first 10 minutes, I believe, off a bad foul. Then he had one ball that it was just a miscommunication, which is common in preseason, but it did not look good on him. Ben Chilwell, expected a little bit more, but it's preseason, so I'm not going to look too much into it. But definitely seen him play better. Same thing goes for the front three. Ziyech on the right, Havertz down the middle, and Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left. The big thing that just stands out is Kai Havertz missing that goal. He opened his hip, hit it with the left, trying to curl it in. I hope, in a competitive match, he scores that goal, but definitely he missed it here. Not a good look. I did hear rumors that they put the training session the night before. They were live streaming it, and Havertz and Timo Werner missed sitters along with Michy Batshuayi, and that supposedly Chelsea ended the stream right then and there. Yeah. Hopefully Havertz, I understand he's friends with Timo Werner. Hopefully he's not spending too much time with him where he starts playing like Timo Werner in front of goal. Hopefully that's not the case there. But yeah, definitely this was not, if you're going to compare the first half squad to the second half squad, the second half squad did a lot better in my opinion. Because, besides the fact they did not score any goals in the first half, let's take a look at the second half squad. So Marcus Bentinelli's in goal. The center backs were Ethan Ampadu. Who else? Azpilicueta and Emerson. Left wing back was Marcos Alonso. Right wing back was Reece James. Your two number 8s were Mason Mount and Jorginho, and they did very well. Mason Mount, I've always wanted him to play as an 8. I don't like how he's being played at position on the right wing. I just feel like you need to put him at number 8. Him and Reece James are the future of the club. Play them in the positions they're best at, no questions asked. And it was good to see Mason Mount playing in that position and doing very, very well. And then the front three, Timo Werner on the left, Michy Batshuayi down the middle, and Christian Pulisic on the right wing, not the left wing, the right wing. So I think Christian Pulisic, he needs to have a good season this year. Bear in mind, it's a World Cup year. He needs to be firing on all cylinders if he's going to lead the U.S. deep into the World Cup. So all the pressure's on him, to be honest, to do well this year. It's up to him to impress Tuchel to get a starting position. And but I like the fact they play on the right, because with the signing of Raheem Sterling, the left wing's Raheem Sterling. I think that's no questions about that. Raheem is going to be the left wing. So Christian Pulisic, you can say he's being played out of position, playing on the right. But from what I remember, he played on the right with Dortmund. So he's going to have to deal with it, to be honest, because if you ask me, Christian Pulisic or Raheem Sterling is a way better player than Christian Pulisic. So Christian Pulisic's got to take that right wing position as his own. If not, he better ask for a transfer, because from a USA perspective, you do not want Christian Pulisic to be an inconsistent starter for Chelsea. You want him playing week in and week out. So if he's playing, I would rather accept the fact that he's being played on the opposite wing, that he's going to play for the US, than him just sitting on the bench all year. But overall, Chelsea, they did what they did. But I think the best thing that I saw was Jorginho and Mason Mount. That was good to see. Of course, Reece James was Reece James. I'm not going to really hold that own goal against him. He's playing with Marcus Bentinelli that played like one game last year. It's just poor communication, like I said, which is common in preseason. I'm not going to be overreacting on an own goal. But Chelsea honestly dominated the match. And yeah, Club America, I don't know any of the players, to be honest. So I don't know if they played their A team. Of course, I did recognize some players like Fidalgo, Jonathan Dos Santos. It looks like they did play their A squad, but if you're an America fan, drop a comment down below. Please let me know. But it's not really, like, I'm not going to be gloating about beating America. No offense to America, we're in a different level in the football world, and yeah, I'm not trying to make a rivalry here with a Mexican team and an English team. But just overall, I think it was a good display for Chelsea. Like I said, one thing we learned is we're going to play a 5-2-3, which, some question if we're going to go to a back four because of the lack of center back depth we have going into the new season. But to see that we're sticking with the same formation is good to see. I think if we were to go to a back four, it probably wasn't going to be a good sign on how our season was going to do, to be honest. So I like the fact that we're not changing the formation. It's the same formation that won the Champions League 2 years ago. I think we do well with it. It's just we need to eliminate bad mistakes that we made in the springtime, and which caused us to drop out of the title race. But yeah, I think it's a good formation. I think the players are familiar with it, and I think it should be good. But no Raheem Sterling playing, no Kalidou Koulibaly. I guess I should have expected that. They're barely with the team, especially Koulibaly. I did not expect him to play at all, but maybe we're going to see Raheem Sterling, but definitely he'll probably play the next game. Those two will probably play the next game. And let me see who we're playing next here. So we're going to be playing on Wednesday, July 20th against Charlotte. I think that's at their stadium. the NFL stadium the Panthers play at. Charlotte, I don't know. I don't follow MLS too closely, but I don't think Charlotte is a top team. Let me just take a quick look. They're in a playoff spot. As I can see, they're mid-table in the Eastern Conference, but I think Chelsea, if they play if they play the squad that played in the second half this game, they should, wipe the floor with them, honestly. But yeah, overall, I'm happy to see what I saw tonight from Chelsea. Also, a little side note, the ESPN Plus stream was god-awful. The audio for the commentary was super low. You can barely hear it. And the commentating team reminds me why sometimes when I watch MLS or I watch USL, I have to put it on mute so I don't hear, the great job they're doing, I'll say. Man, because I remember Kennedy shot and it hit the post and the commentator said, "Wowza." And I was like, yeah, I'm going to put this on mute. But yeah, it was so bad. I literally had to go on my phone, turn on my VPN, say I'm in England to watch it on the Fifth Stand app, so I can get the Chelsea commentary team. So yeah, that was not good. Honestly, the ESPN Plus stream was not good at all. I do apologize if anyone went to ESPN Plus to watch that and had to hear that garbage. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with what Tuchel's doing with the team. And it looks like I will talk to you guys about this again on Wednesday when Chelsea take on Charlotte, away from home, of course. But yeah, I think, like I said, it shouldn't be a close contest whatsoever. But definitely that game, I'm expecting to see Raheem Sterling, and Koulibaly probably will play in the game after that. So, yeah. But thanks for watching. If you've been enjoying the football content, drop a like on the video. If you have anything to say, put a comment down. Thank you for watching, and you take care.